All right, guys, let's go. Um, Welcome back. So, if you remember on our previous stream, we were talking about the fact that price tapped into, price has already tapped into the 4 hour, this this order block on the 4 hour that we even got to further refine, that we even got to refine, that we even got to refine because this is the order block. Price tapped into it already. Price tapped into the order block. This fair graph has been used and validated. This will be on the 4 hours. Price tapped into it, and we can see that okay, there's a reaction. There's a reaction. And remember in our last video, I pointed out that we can't just, even though we want to buy, we can't just take buys, right? Even though we want to buy, we can't just take buys even though we want to buy. Even though we want to buy, we can't just take buys. We have to see patterns that support the buy. We have to see patterns that support the buy, right? We have to see pattern that shows us that shows price willingness to buy. And now, if you remember, I pointed out the fact that what would we be looking for in this kind of situation? We'd be looking for price to what? Price was already, based off of how we like to take trades, right? Price had already done a sweep of the sweep, right? Now, what were we going to wait for? We're going to wait for this type of structure that just formed. This type of structure that just formed. Something like it's coming from an high sweep, pull back, a sweep of the sweep, then pull back, a change, a change in structure, a change in character, break of structure, pull back, we follow it on that pullback, we follow it to the opposite side of the range. And guess what, guys? This just happened right here. You can see it just happened. Remember in the previous video I said, as long as price does not close below this low, if price stops here, rallies, breaks this high, it will be a change of character. Then on a pullback, we take the trade to the opposite side of the range. Guess what, guys? Price broke this high, and price has come here and also taking this high. So now, just further confirms and shows that okay, and shows price willingness to go up. So yeah, we've seen the structure we want to see. We've seen what we'd like to see. A crash, a pullback, a sweep of the previous low, of range low, a pullback, a sweep of the candle that swept range low, then a pullback, change in market behavior. That's this pullback, change in market behavior, then push, break of structure, push, break of structure, push that broke structure, but we've not gotten a pullback yet. We've not gotten a pullback yet. We've not gotten a pullback yet. There's a fair value gap here. There's a fair value gap here. We might use the fair value gap. We might use the fair value gap, but let's see. Let's still wait and see if price comes back to take us into the trade. If price comes back to take us into the trade, price use the 1 hour fair value gap. This is a fair value gap on the 1 hour. Price tapped into it, and as you can see, price is pushing to the upside. The 1 hour fair value gap, that would This one have fair value gap breaks, closes above. As well, just be seeing beautiful advent. I probably expect a push up to this point, since that is the previous 4-hour candle. This 4-hour candle, if you want to trade this 4-hour range, I most probably expect a push up to this point that price would sweep this. This will now be, this is range low, range high, range low, range high, 50% of the range. 50% of the range would be around, price has gotten to 50%. Price has gotten to about the 50%. Well, price moved really fast. Price moved really fast. Price has tapped 50% of this range. Tapped into 50% of this range. All right. So a lot of lines, by the way. This guy. Excuse us for now. Price has taken out this already, so can remove it. So we don't have any excess lines. So we don't have any excess lines making everywhere look too messed up. So we don't have any excess lines making everywhere look too messed up. Yeah. So we are in the buy trade, by the way. We are in the buy trade. As price changed, as price broke structure, we took buys. As broke structure and this candle closed, we took a buy from around here. So now we just pricing close above this guy, or price swept this guy, or pricing close above him. This is the 50% that we marked out. It's 50%. It took buys. It took buys. It took buys, so they're just an indiscriminate buy. Or when we saw that break of structure and price closed above, just putting a buy position around here. I sells down here, putting a buy position around here. Yeah, putting a buy position on the opening of the next candle. So yeah, now we observe and see what's going to happen. Price has done its job tapping into this zone. This zone has done its job. No. All right, let's do something like that. Let's do something like that. Let's do something like that. So now let's see. Let's see. Now let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen. Fair value gap. Fair value gap. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. There's nothing major yet. In 15 minutes, if only this took out this guy. It would have been beautiful to witness. Mm. All right. Can we share multiple screens? But there is a problem, guys. Trading this range, here, we are not using the entry model. We didn't use the entry model for this range because my idea was not to trade the range. My idea was to buy. My idea was to buy. Okay, I wanted to buy if price tapped into this fair value gap or if price tapped into the other block of fair value gap. My idea, I wanted to buy, not trade this range, because now if we were to trade this range, then it means that we shouldn't buy yet. We should instead have waited for a sweep after this close. We should have waited for this to sweep this low, then we push. This entry is looking like this entry model. It's looking like this one, where tip down is a pullback, tap, fly. This is what this entry model this is looking like. If we are basing it off this range, this 4-hour range, we are basing it off this 4-hour range. Basing it off this 4-hour candle range, then we weren't supposed to take this trade yet. But like I said earlier, the point was that it was not that I wanted to trade any 4-hour range. I wanted to buy. I wanted to see if I could get buys from this level or this fair value gap. And on the previous session, I mentioned that before I would take any buys, I would have to see price willingness to buy. I would have to see structure, right? I would have to see structure. I have to see a structure that price has to show me a structure that, okay, I want to buy. So, and then I demonstrated what kind of structure I would like to see, which would be this pullback, an extra sweep, then a pullback, change character, break of structure, pullback, and like that. This was what I said I wanted to see, right? It was there on the previous live session. I said I wanted to see something like sweep, a sweep of that sweep, another pullback, then a change in character. Yes, a change in character, a break of structure, a pullback, then like that. So where would I be in this scenario? Where would I be in this scenario? I'll be here, right? I'll be waiting for price. After the break, I'll be waiting after the structure shift. because it's coming from an high to a lower high, a lower low, a lower high. It should be a lower low, not close as a lower high, right? So now this is now the lowest point. This is the lowest point in this entire. This has become the lowest point. So um, but price did not sweep it, right? As price did not sweep it, that was a shift coming. Let's even know the definitions of this thing. Get structure shift. What does it mean? Market structure shift involves a potential trend reversal in trading, where the price decisively breaks a significant swing high or low, indicating a change in the market direction. This breaks not a minor pullback, but a strong move that invalidates the current trend and signals the potential start of a new one. So I don't think I'm wrong by calling this a market structure shift. I don't think I'm wrong by calling this a market structure shift. Yeah. So I'm not necessarily long because this was a trend. It's a trend. Then there's a shift. A shift. Then there's a market structure. A shift started, right? Pulls back this power. This power that is vanishing. This power that is vanishing. This power that is vanishing. There was a see now, there's a change. There's a change in characteristics. It's a change, a shift, because it's supposed to usually a downtrend, right? So it should close below. It should just continue like that, right? Yeah. Break this low. But instead of breaking this low, it stops here, which it shouldn't do. That's signaling that's showing us signs of a shift in structure. So you see so you can see the pullback. You can see the pullback. Then this is price. Now we have to wait for it. We have to wait for this guy to come back down, either here or here, one of the two. Then we take our trade SL here. SL at 2.5. It's either we take our entry here, 3.2, or we take our entry at 2.9. One of the two, anyone that happens. But yeah, we'll be taking our entry with somebody. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. See this beautiful OB down here. So if we're not taking our trade with the OB at 2.9, not taking the trade with the OB at 2.9, we'll probably, if price, anywhere price stalls and start to push from, if it starts from 3.2, that's fine. If it comes to 2.9, that's very, very beautiful. That'll be very, very beautiful. So we just wait and see. We just wait and see what's going to happen. Just wait and see what's going to happen. If price is going to pick the fair value gap over the OB, anyone price wants to do, just have to observe. But I mean, we would all prefer we would all probably prefer the OB. Yeah, because I mean, would our risk could be less. Our risk could be less. It'll be a 1 to 4 if we're using this range, which I don't think I want to use. Instead, I would like to use this instead. Mm, just above it. It's just above it. No, why is that from here? close 10 this. So this point, till around this point, yeah, till around this point, that's 5-1. At 5-1, secure partials, set break even, let the trade go and see what's going to happen. But yeah, that would be what I would that would be what I want to do. That would be what I want to do. It's not even much. It's not even that high above our TP. It's just here. It's just here. It's just here. It's just there. So something was killing me. Say that this market does, or yeah, that's it, guys. We are seeing some nice things. This price has closed above this high already. So price has closed above this high already. Price has closed above this high already. So there's no. Now we are good. We are good to go. Is that we wait for it to come back here and we take our entry from 3-2. We'll take our entry from 2-9. You can just, if you want to set your buy limit and you don't know what to do, you can just split the lot size in two. Set buy limit for here, set buy limit for around here, 3-2. That's if price does not stretch out too much. As if price does not get to high, the range high first. You can set buy limit for around. You can set buy limit for around here, and then you set half the buy limit here, 3-2, SL at 2-5, and then you set the other half of the buy limit at 2-9, SL at 2-5. Then you leave it alone and let it do its thing. Leave it alone and let it do its thing. Anyways, GG's guys, I'm going to remove this and this because I need them now. Set one here just in case. Then set one here too. Set one here too. Yeah, those two places. Let's see. Well, we at FX already have a trade running, and we saw this break of structure. We took a buy. And so this break of structure and the price closed above this high. We took a buy already. So, but then we have our other traps waiting. Price has broken above the 50%. Range high is 4.7. Let's see. Would he get there first, or it will come back to take us into the trade? Anyways, guys, GG's guys. That's the end of the session for now. We're going to keep our eyes peeled and observe what is happening.